Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back. It's Travis here with JT Wealth. In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Tesla, the news out of Shanghai that shot the price up to over $800. Then we're going to talk about something that happened last year regarding Tesla's stock split and the likelihood that it could happen again. Also, Tesla's scheduled to report their third quarter earnings report on October 19th. So we're going to talk about what to expect there and what Elon Musk could be holding under his hat to make sure that is a successful report. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so welcome back. Thanks so much for joining us. If you're new to the channel here, hopefully you find something of value in the information I provide. If you do, don't forget to smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel for me. Like I said, we're talking about all the news of Tesla today, and they had quite a bit that came out, but I also want to touch on that third quarter earnings report, a little bit about how Bitcoin might be the sneaky factor that could go into really increasing what will appear to be their profits for the quarter. Also, we're going to look at the likelihood that Tesla could do another stock split to push the value of their stock up. I'm not saying they will do that, but it is being rumored that the possibility exists. Alright, so here's your Tesla stock chart. It was hitting over 805. I know at one point it was like 818 that I saw. But anyway, after hours, we're looking at still holding up over the $800 mark, which is good news. And trying to be fair, let's look at both sides of the Tesla story. And on the TipRank site, you can see here that Tesla doesn't get the average number of analyst ratings, right? It's not 1, 3, 5 ratings. You're looking at 26 ratings, and they're not all a buy. Right now, Tesla is rated a hold on the TipRank site because you've got 12 buys, 7 holds, and 7 sells. And the 12-month analyst price target is actually way below where we're at today, about 14% below technically, trading at under $700 for a price target in the next 12 months. Also, check out the blue bar there. You're looking at 7 days until they do their third quarter earnings report. The hours haven't been confirmed yet, but we're looking at, I think, October 20th. And here's just a quick chart to show you guys, when I talk about the analysts rating Tesla, it's not just rating him, the Tesla stock over the period of a year. Within the last 30 days, 14 analysts have all gotten on the bandwagon to rate Tesla. Now, that's not to say rate them positively, but nonetheless, it is getting a lot of attention. Okay, so now regarding the stock split, in August of 2020, Tesla did a 5-to-1 stock split. And why is that stock split history important? Well, when they announced that they were going to do this stock split, from the time they announced it to the end of the month when it actually occurred, Tesla's stock price rose 81%. So you're looking at a Tesla stock price just over $1,000, but by the time the split occurred, it was over $2,000. But in true Tesla fashion, even after that immense growth regarding the stock split, Tesla still managed to go from that point to the end of their year, growing another 42%. Now take a look at this tweet. This came from Gary Black. Now, Mr. Black is a big proponent of Tesla. He also kind of called the Tesla stock split 1 month before it occurred. But this tweet talks about the importance and the debate between that stock split and the possibility it could happen again. So he shows that in 2020, they announced their 5-to-1 split on August 11th, and it was trading at $13.74 there. But by the time it was done, it had risen that 81%, while the S&P was only up 5%. Back then, Gary Black had tweeted out another image, basically talking about the different catalysts Tesla had going on prior to that stock split. And I think there were only 5, maybe 6 of those catalysts leading up to that stock split. You had issues like the upcoming earnings report, battery day, and the Cybertruck. But now he put out another tweet talking about the new catalysts. And here you can see those catalysts revised as of yesterday. And you're looking at 9 specific catalysts that he sees coming up between now and fiscal year 23, okay? You're looking at the earnings per share growing, the beta expanding, the Austin and Berlin factories opening, the EV credit, okay? The scale products going up, the Cybertruck actually launching, the Roadster, the Semi, a new compact, and because of all this, he gives it a price target of about $1,200 sometime in the 6 to 12 month period. that would put the stock dangerously close to that $1,300 price tag it was sitting at the last time Tesla pushed out a stock split notification. So it's possible we could see something like that happen all over again. Only time will tell, but Gary Black is definitely watching that closely. Okay, and before we get into the Shanghai news that actually caused the stock to jump up today, their earnings are coming out October 20th. So why is this important, and what piece of information is being held kind of on the down low that could really push Tesla's earnings to the next level? Well, remember back in June when Elon Musk hints that he and Tesla owned about 42,000 Bitcoins? Well, back then, on June 30th, the fair market value of that level of Bitcoin holding was $1.47 billion, which, as we all know, is a lot of money. Except if you look at the Bitcoin price today. That same amount of Bitcoin, 42,000, is equal to $2.3 billion as of today, even with the price of Bitcoin dipping slightly. So when Tesla reports their third quarter earnings, there's almost $1 billion new on the books as a direct result of their Bitcoin investment. And as we're about to talk about, the Shanghai factory is outproducing like crazy, which is increasing sales and productivity. So these are all good things going into the EPS on the third quarter, forgive me. But nonetheless, we do have to consider the fact that there may not be as many EV credits that Tesla sold to other companies as there have been in the past. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that plays out. But I think there's a strong possibility Tesla will do exceedingly well on this third quarter earnings report, assuming they do fairly well with their EV credits. It looks like production numbers are high, and you're adding almost $1 billion of revenue onto the books as a result of his smart investment into Bitcoin. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about why you're looking at an $800 and higher Tesla price target today. Barron's puts out Tesla just posted a blowout month in China, and as a result, the stock is breaking out. So they had their blowout month in China as their EV penetration of new car sales in the country topped an incredible 20%. And that created the rise in the stock as you've seen today. Now EVs are gaining momentum in the world's largest new car market, that is China, of course. And they delivered about 56,000 vehicles from its Shanghai facility in September, about 12,000 more than it did in August. And this is where the information gets very important. 52,000 of those vehicles actually went to Chinese customers, with only about 4,000 being exported to Europe. That number is very different from what we saw back in August, where the majority, almost 50% I'd say, of all those vehicles in China were actually shipped out of country. Now, this news caused the stock to jump, like we said, over $808. The Dow, the S&P, everything running a little bit flat. And theoretically, you could have seen an even higher jump in Tesla stock, except they had already reported their EV quarterly delivery numbers back on October 2nd. So all we saw today was the result of the Chinese sales. Okay, but they did deliver a record 241,000 vehicles in the third quarter, more than Wall Street was projecting. And Tesla shares are gaining as a result of all of this combined. So Tesla said that it delivered a record 241,300 vehicles globally between July and September. That number is up 73% from this same time last year. Now, Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory now makes more cars than its Fremont factory in California. And Musk said in a meeting that the Shanghai factory was the best quality, lowest cost, and also low drama factory he had. All right, guys, so that's everything that I know of coming out of Tesla today. You've got the Shanghai factory numbers, the total numbers produced. All of this is coming out, pushing Tesla stock over $800. And as we saw, there's lots of catalysts in the near term for Tesla to push that price target up to around that $1,200 mark. And if we see that $1,200 mark, it's possible we could be looking at another stock split. It certainly benefited Tesla. They were able to utilize that money for more production and possibly more R&D. Who knows what Elon is using it for, but I trust it's in good hands. So also we're looking at their third quarter numbers coming up. I hope Bitcoin pushes them up and over the edge and we see a huge win for Tesla on October 20th. But that's all I got for today, guys. Hopefully you found something of value in the video. If you did, don't forget, hit the huge thumbs up button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know if you own Tesla, how much you own, if you're gonna buy more. All right, guys, as always, until next time, bottoms up.